Personal education for responsibility means the medium of instruction and ethos at the college really prepares someone for their life ahead. They not only emphasize academic excellence, which is a given the pedigree of the college, but also they impart in you ethics, morals, traits like hardworking, being empathetic, and these, in the long run, prepare you for your future ahead so that you become more of a responsible citizen, both to your colleagues, in your communities, nationally as well as globally. So really, education for responsibility, for us who are privileged to have gone through the college, we are really quite different from others because we not only endeavor to excel academically, but also in our other social lives. And we're quite responsible wherever we are. I'm Dr. Charles Irumba. I am a medical doctor and a specialist obstetrician gynecologist. And currently I'm undertaking the more specialized training in gynecological oncology, and those are doctors who specialize in treating cancers which affect only women. Yeah. I belong to the cohort 2005, and our team is called Los Bandidos. Well, mainly we help women to deliver safely in hospitals, but on the other hand, we have other gynecologic diseases like fibroids, excessive bleeding, and the likes. And my area of specialization, cancer of the cervix. Well, every woman experiences periods differently depending on their bodies. So for some, they are seamless, they don't have any pain, but others have pain, excessive bleeding. And those who have excessive bleeding, they end up overusing painkillers and they're self-medicating. So we encourage you, Ngonians, with your spouses or your sisters or your wives, to bring them to hospital when they're experiencing such problems for professional help, not self-medicate. Some painkillers are addictive and someone will end up going to rehab, but others come with complications. They affect the liver, the kidneys, and these are quite expensive to treat in Uganda. So really, if a lady has periods that are giving them a hard time, they should find their way to professionals, get a thorough assessment, and therefore professional help. Well, we have over 15 methods that are approved by World Health Organization and Ministry of Health, and they range from natural methods, for example, counting days, fertile days, but also we have artificial methods, hormonal, non-hormonal. We have injections, we have implants, which they put in the arm. We have pills, we have injections, we have IUDs. So really, a woman who wants to choose a method should go for thorough counseling, and then have an assessment, and an appropriate method will be chosen. They'll be helped to choose an appropriate method suitable for them, so that they can, if they're interested in birth control, child spacing for that matter. As a trained doctor, it's not my role to choose a method for the client. I give them information through a process of counseling, and then do quick assessments, and together we arrive at an appropriate method for the patient. So doctors don't really choose methods for patients, but they guide through information sharing so that the client makes an informed decision in the method they want to use. STDs are sexually transmitted infections, and someone has a choice on whether to have sex or not, and whether to have protected sex or not. So if someone wants to avoid STDs, I implore everyone to use protection. Fortunately, the condoms also serve as birth control methods, so you're actually killing two birds with one stone. So I encourage you to practice safe sex, be faithful if you can, especially those who are married, And in that way, you will avoid the STD. Fellow colleagues, Ngonians, and those that attend our league, your spouses, your children, I implore you to embrace annual health checks. Fortunately, most of you have insurance, and that package is there, but most people don't utilize it. And especially in the area of cancer, where I have a lot of interest, for most of the times you never have any signs and symptoms. By the time they show up, the disease in late stages, and we as doctors, we can't do much of the situation. We can't even cure you. So I implore you to utilize those annual checks. Even when you're not sick, take off 1 day in a year, go to the hospital, get checked, and if there are any other conditions that are coming up, they'll be sorted when they are still in early stages, and probably are guaranteed of cure and long life. So colleagues, Ngonians, and your friends and spouses, take off your time, embrace healthy living, and annual checks. Even when you're not sick, it will do you a lot of good. Health insurance is something we should embrace, because out-of-pocket expenditure for health, and for most of the time it is really catastrophic. That's why we have very many car washes, fundraisers, people trying to raise funds for people's treatment. But if we embraced it with the help of government and colleagues, I think it will go a long way in saving us catastrophic expenditure in terms of covering medical bills. So really, whenever you have chance and opportunity, please take up the insurance. You can never know what will happen when your cash dwindles. So I would like to thank the chairman in Ngo League and my team, Los Bandidos. Los Bandidos, oye!